How to do an online background check. Whether you are hiring a new employee to flesh out your team or simply want to know more about the person who just moved in next door, you may wonder how to do a background check. In professional and personal contexts alike, looking into criminal history, past employment, and other elements of a person's past can offer peace of mind and deeper understanding. It's also a very good idea to do a background check on yourself as well. There are several reasons you should. There might be erroneous information about you floating around the internet or in your credit report. Maybe you'll find a picture of yourself or a comment you made years ago somewhere that's a little embarrassing. These things will pop up and hurt your chances the next time you apply for a loan or a job. Fortunately, you can take steps to correct or remove this damaging information. It's also a good thinking to do a background check before taking on a roommate or going out on a date with that new crush you met online. You never know what sort of worrying or dangerous details could be lurking in someone's past. However, if you plan to conduct a background screening on someone, it's important to know the legal implications of that decision, among other potential complicating factors. Because checking people's background is such a pressing need, there are dozens of ways to go about this. Here, we will explore how to conduct background checks in a smart, legally compliant way. Before continue, a tricky fact about background checks. If you are performing a background check as a landlord or employer or for credit, medical or insurance reasons, you can't use just any service. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you have to use a consumer reporting agency. A CRA has to maintain certain standards for data protection and offer dispute resolution. If you do reject a potential tenant or employee, even semi-informal employees like domestic workers, based on a background check from a company that isn't a CRA, you could wind up in trouble. Using search engines. The first place you should start is a web search. Google can easily pull up a ton of information, assuming you know the person's name or any relevant information pertaining to him or her. The results can function as a starting point from which to branch out. Keep in mind that searching for a person's name will bring up results for anyone with that name. So use additional terms to limit your results, such as a city of residence, a job, or any education info you know. The more specific the search terms, the more relevant your search will be. Using social networks. Social networks offer an entirely different breed of data. While search engines may find information someone else published online about a given person, social networks provide content that is controlled and voluntarily shared by the user. They may not always offer the most concrete information, but they can provide insight on people nonetheless. The simplest option for a background check is to hire a professional service. You can find dozens of background check agencies online. But before that, you will need to watch out for scam companies. Look around at several companies to find the average price for a background check and avoid any companies that are too low or too high. If you want to save some money and you have some time, you can do many of the same checks yourself. You might also dig up information on a person's habits or character that a professional might not consider. Different types of background checks. You should be familiar with the different types of background checks and what's included so you know what to expect and how each type of check can help you make informed decisions based on your needs. Criminal record checks, national criminal background checks, as well as state, federal and county criminal checks, report felony and misdemeanor convictions and current pending court cases. Depending on your provider's policies, dismissed charges within 7 years may also be reported. Examples of charges that may appear include vandalism, public intoxication, disorderly conduct, violent or sex crimes, fraud, and embezzlement. Civil court checks. County and federal civil court checks can help you learn about non-criminal suits, claims, and judgments where the candidate is listed as a respondent. These may include small claims, restraining orders, violations of civil rights, and bankruptcies, etc. Credit checks. An employment credit report shows a candidate's full credit history, but not their credit score, including payment history, civil judgments, tax liens, unpaid bills, etc. Reviewing credit history may be required for some jobs, and may be particularly important for positions where access to financial assets, transactions, and decisions are a primary responsibility. Drug screening. Drug testing provides evidence of recent use of specific prescription and illicit drugs. Routine drug screening may help employers maintain a safer, more productive workplace. Education verification. Verify your candidate's school attendance dates, majors, and degrees, diplomas or certificates earned are valid. An education verification search can help to mitigate the risk of hiring a candidate with false credentials, and help you comply with federal, state, local and industry regulations. The most popular background check websites. The best companies that offer background check services online usually have an entire range of options for finding the information you seek. They come with all kinds of features and with different payment plans. Some of the top sites give you a chance to sign up for a subscription, while others allow you to pay per report you order. Here are our top 4 picks for popular background check websites. Truthfinder. This online background check provider is one of the most unique ones around. While Truthfinder does the usual stuff, it also comes with some unique features. It's one of the few websites with its own family tree builder. Once you pull your report, this software will create a graphic representing your family's lineage. Intellius. Intellius is one of the leading websites that allows you to do a full background check on someone. It has more than 20 billion public records at its disposal. Naturally, with the largest database amongst such websites, Intellius can generate the most substantial reports. Us Search. Owned and operated by Intellius, Us Search is another website to trust for a full background check. An important thing to keep in mind is that Us Search is not a consumer reporting agency. This means you cannot use the website for employment, credit, and other related purposes. The features that make the website stand out are the reverse phone number lookup and reverse address lookup services. Whether you have someone's phone number or address, you can learn everything about them that you might need. Us Search can also flick through millions of social media accounts for you and find the one you want to track down. The more information you provide it with, the more accurate results you'll get. Instant Checkmate. Next, we have Instant Checkmate, another top place to do a background check online. It is also not a consumer reporting agency, as defined by the Fair Credit Reporting Act. The website is a great place to connect with relatives, learn more about your date, or check someone's criminal history. One of the features you'll love is the nationwide inmate search. If you suspect someone you know is in jail, Instant Checkmate can help you check. The site is also known for its social media side. It can help you find forgotten social media accounts, old dating profiles, and additional contact information. Deciding to invest time and money into checking the background of those who share our workplace or living space can be a tough call. Foregoing these checks could allow a con artist or unscrupulous employee access to resources within your organization or home. Weighing these factors, many companies are opting to invest in knowing the background of their workforce as a typical business practice. Individuals should consider researching the background of those who come in close contact with their family members. You can either choose to run a background check manually or leave the job to someone else. It entirely depends on your purpose and schedule. Keep researching and be safe out there.